Welcome to A&M Reviews. I'm Skybear and I'm here with my buddy Sal. What's up, Sal?
Not much.
It's another Throwback Thursday review. Today it's going to be Bottle Rocket, Wes Anderson's very first movie. And keep in mind there will be spoilers up ahead, so watch out for that.
You've been warned.
Alright, so what did you think about this movie, Sal?
It was okay. It was a decent movie. Not much to say about it, really. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't spectacular. It was an enjoyable movie. I gotta say it was enjoyable. I liked the characters. They were well developed, I want to say. I mean, they didn't develop, they were already made, so you just had to understand them. It's a movie where you just get to know the characters, basically.
Yeah, no, I would agree with you. I mean, like, it wasn't enjoyable. Well, I felt it was an enjoyable movie, and I did enjoy like watching like the dialogue between like Owen Wilson and Luke Wilson. And
well, what I enjoyed about it was, like you said, the dialogue. For me, it was written pretty well. I mean, it was basically a discussion you and your friends would have. You know, it's like if somebody just started filming and you started talking. That's what I feel they would capture when I'm with my friends. Random stuff and just like out of nowhere. And so it's kind of like that tension and that like pressure. I want to say it's almost when you watch like a Quentin Tarantino movie. You know how his dialogue, it's like well written and it flows and you get captured by it. Well, this one's the opposite. It's like it's just friends, you know, talking, and it's real life. So I think it's that kind of added bonus to it. Is like, yeah, it's the dialogue that made the movie for me. So what'd you think of the setting? I mean, the location where they filmed it.
I mean, like it's Wes Anderson. I mean, like everything, like the aesthetic of everything is just great in every one of his movies. I think. I mean, I don't really think I have that much to say on Bottle Rocket though. I mean, I thought it would. I mean, like I had fine time with it. Yeah. I don't think it's one of his best works, but it was enjoyable, and it is a very, very well done first film.
Yes, and what I want to point out is that I don't know, but to me, every time I see like the first film for any director, it seems like they go with an open environment. And Wes Anderson did that. Like in the household, it was open. When they're at the hotel, it's like an open hotel. When they're on the road, it's like nothing is there. It's almost like the middle of nowhere. But versus other movies where they're like filming in the city, you know, and it's chaos. Yeah. There is like, we want to go low profile where minimal people will see us and just focus on the characters. That's what the movie wanted, like to show the characters, not the background, any other stuff. That was pretty I mean, for their first movie, it seemed it was a nice job. I mean, didn't do anything wrong. I didn't see any mistakes, except there was one tiny thing I noticed was when Anthony, he's in the hotel room and he goes to see the housekeeper, Inez, and they start getting romantic and she sips down his jacket. Then she goes to close the door. When she comes back, his zipper's up. Then they get in bed and then the zipper's down. I just caught that. I know I told you about it and you said that you didn't notice it, but I was like, it just threw me off. But I mean, that's what you get when you see a new director doing their first movie. Things like that, I liked that he paid attention to the dialogue and everything. Because that little thing, the little flaw, that's what made the movie, you know, it's like, so, I mean, it's kind of weird to say, like, a little mistake goes a long way, but in this case, it kind of like, to me, it just solidified the movie itself. I mean, didn't get any extra points from me, but it was still just enjoyable, like you said.
Well, cool, dude.
And what'd you think of...
What?
What'd you think of all the Wilson brothers in the movie?
I mean, I thought everybody did a fine job. Everyone was great.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of funny for me, like looking back and saying, like, "Oh man, they're pretty young," and now comparing to movies they're coming out in right now, so it's like, give it the. Yeah. I haven't seen Luke Wilson in a movie recently, so.
And also, I just love watching their interaction too, because I was just laughing every time they would start bickering with each other.
Exactly.
That was just great.
No, yeah, that was really great. Like I said, that's what made the movie. It brought it together to me. I mean, it was the dialogue, the interaction between the characters. Give it the story was easy going, easy to follow, but at the end, it made you think about it. I mean, it left you puzzling, like, what was the message? At the same time, it was like, it's about friendship. So that was the bottom line. So what did you give this movie, Skybear?
I give this movie a good 7.5. I feel like if you were to rent it, then it's worth your time.
Yeah, I want to give it a solid 7 out of 10. So yeah, it's a solid movie, easy going. You can pop it in with friends.
Although, if you don't like those quirky indie movie types of films, then definitely don't watch it because I mean that's all of Wes Anderson movies. But yeah,
This is a movie you have to watch with friends. You can't just watch it by yourself if you don't like indie movies. So if you don't like indie movies and you try to watch this movie, you're not gonna like it.
yeah.
You know.
So that's it for our Throwback Thursday review of Bottle Rocket. Check us out next time when we review Away We Go. And remember, social media is in the description and hit us up if you have any questions.
And remember, keep watching movies.